All right, we are live. The North Film Festival Sweden online edition,
Woo!
April 24th, 25th. Remember, guys, that we have other film festivals around the world. Just check it out. Look for Katie Reyes, and then you will find her. I'm kidding.
Okay.
And we got Samuel is the director of a beautiful film,
Hey.
Pérdida, which he was shot in Colombia. And for us, it's an honor to have a film from Colombia, actually, which is representing the whole South America. We got a lot of Mexican films, but nice to have a Colombian film as well. Hey, Samuel, you're the director. How are you? Introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm very glad to be here. It's an honor for me to be nominated in this kind of festivals, and yes, to be, I don't know, the only one from South America in this festival is an honor, as I said. Yes, I'm a director from Colombia. I'm a musician. So yes, that's the most important things to make this film, because it's like a story of a musician, and that's the way I start this film, like the story of a musician. And I write I'm a writer too, and
Hmm.
I work as a
You're
video
the actor,
editor.
right?
Yeah, and I'm the
Are you
actor.
the actor there, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's correct.
Yeah, I'm the writer, the
Hmm.
producer, the director, the 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 editor,
Hmm.
colorist,
Nice, man.
sound
Oh,
designer,
wow.
sound designer as
You
well, and yeah.
You
you
know,
know your
God,
stuff.
awesome. You go
No,
what?
no, he knows. He knows because the film is beautiful. It's really well shot. Eh, wow,
Thank you so
man.
much.
Congrats.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Thank you.
okay, so the idea comes from like a
Okay,
personal idea, or it's a fiction? Tell us a little bit about that.
okay. You saw the film, right?
Yeah, about the
Yeah,
pérdida, the idea where
yeah,
it's coming from.
yeah. No, it's not a personal story. It's just I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking, I was in the studio making some music and writing some music, and I don't know, when I was writing the story, I was thinking on a picture, I was thinking on a stage, I was thinking on a film. So I don't know, I thought, man, I have to make, I have to do a film with this story, with these feelings. And yes, I have the recordings from that moment, because I was in the studio. I don't know, writing the story in one desktop, and another desktop writing the script of the film. And yeah, I was thinking in a musician who is trying to find himself in the middle of a tragedy that is his mother disappears a long time ago. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I I I saw that feelings, and I feel that story in my music, and I try to I don't know, like, to adapt that feelings in a film. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the story.
Wow. You know, when I was watching your film, it's a lot of people involved. How do you find all these people, man? Wow. It's like a huge production. How was that process of finding everybody? Because it's big. It's a lot of people there in the film.
Yeah, it's not okay. It's my own budget. Like, I fell in love with my story, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought, man, it's like my life's project from for now.
Mm-hmm.
So I contact other filmmakers, and I present like my
Mm-hmm.
pitch from the story and all that stuff, and they fell in love, I think, in with the
Mm-hmm.
project too, and we work together to make the best film that we could do in that moment. And I don't know, it's not as much as you think, because as I said, I had to make as the roles, so many roles, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
there's some the extras of the actor. I was the main actor, but the other actors was like friends, or was like
Mm-hmm.
were like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, it was like, to be as a Colombian film is a lot of people, and is a very huge budget. but it's not like as much as in United States or in Europe that
Yeah, yeah.
the budget is huge, you know. So yeah, what I can say is some friends making cinema, making films, and that
Hmm.
that's it.
What was it, where were the city where you shoot the film?
Bogota,
Bogota, right? Yes, correct.
Bogota,
Nice,
yes.
nice. How was the for you acting and directing? How do you pull that off? It's tricky, huh? Because I'm also did in the past directing and acting. It was hard. I mean, you saw it, Katie, in New York when we were doing the Black Mafia. You know, I was also the director and I was acting a little bit, but I was really so difficult.
Oh,
How do you do that? Because it's
yeah.
pretty good, man. Good acting, Samuel. Very nice.
Okay, thank you
Great
so much.
acting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's because I feel the character, and yeah, he has a lot of things from me, you know. Um, yeah, it was difficult, and I knew it since the beginning. So that's the reason why I have a director, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can manage, and I can see the film, and I don't know, direct all the people and all the stuff. But when I
Mm-hmm.
was acting and when I was on camera, it's very difficult to me to know if I don't know if my performance is okay, my performance is fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Right.
I contact my friend Andres, and I tell him, man, I know it's my story. I know it's like my idea, but I need some help when I'm
Mm-hmm.
on camera, because I'm not able to see me, you know. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's my co-director because he was helping me to for my
Mm-hmm.
performance and to direct me. Yes, and that's the way I could do it. So yeah, I make the storyboard and I explain to him how I want the
Mm-hmm.
shots and all the
Nice.
stuff. But he was there. He was, I don't know. The most important task that I give to him is like, please be pay attention to my performance and all, and yeah, and we did it in that way.
Mm-hmm. Nice. How many days shooting the
S-
film?
7 days, 7 days. It was like very difficult because
Seven
yeah,
days?
7 days.
Wow. Wow.
I didn't sleep
I mean, it's
in
23
those
minutes,
7 days.
right?
Sorry, what?
It's 29 minutes, right?
Yeah, the original code was like
29 minutes, correct.
yeah, the original code was like 45 minutes, like
Mm-hmm.
almost an hour.
Wow, you have a lot of locations, huh?
Yeah,
Impressive. Wow.
yeah. Yeah, it was like as I
Mm-hmm.
said, I didn't sleep on those days. A lot of money from my own budget, but yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
a lot of enforcement in all that stuff. Yes.
What was the most challenging during those 7 days of your film? Because when you are in the bar, in the stage, it's a nice scene, huh? It's really beautiful shot.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part for you during the 7 days production? Do you
The
think was
production,
like, I mean,
or like an
in,
actor as a
yeah,
director, or
like in production, let's say in production, what was the most difficult during those days of production? Was any special a scene? I mean, this one, I guess, is one of the hardest you have, right?
yeah,
When you're singing. What do you think?
I think okay. The all the scenes in the bar was the last one, the last day.
Mm-hmm.
We yeah we record those scenes, and yeah, we were like very exhausted, and but
Mm-hmm.
what I can say that is the hardest thing in this production was okay, all the I don't know how it says in English, logistic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
Yeah,
logistics.
logistics.
the logistic,
Correct.
because think about, I was the producer and director also. So I had to, I don't know, bring back all the equipment, all the cameras, all the
Yeah,
lights, all the
I hate
stuff
that. I've
because
been through that too, Samuel. We've
yes,
been through that. It's so annoying. Oof.
yeah, yeah. So okay, everything's fine, everything good. Okay, let's bring back the cameras, the lights, the people because I'm also was the the chauffeur, you know. So yeah, bring back the people, and at the end of the day, it starts the next day of filming. So I didn't sleep, as I said.
Hmm.
I think I don't know if I'll be able to do it again, but yeah, that's the logistic because in one day, I don't know, the designer, the I don't know how it says in English, like
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
diseñador de
yeah.
producción, the production designer asked us to
Uh-huh.
print a wall in the location. So as you know, if
Oh,
we print that
wow.
wall or we make some changes, we have to I don't know, like print it again as it was at the beginning. So as the original it
Hmm.
was. So we print the wall, and at the end of the day, we had to print the wall, and I just paid the production designer and all the art department and for 12
Hmm.
hours. So at the end of the
Hmm.
day, there was Fabian printing the wall again. I don't know. I finished that wall like at 3 a.m. something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it was
wow.
very difficult.
It's a lot of difficult thing. Well, you edit the film too,
Okay.
right? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, and
You edit the
colorist.
film. How long was the process, the post for you?
Wow, it was very difficult to me because I I didn't have that my like a PC to edit the
Hmm.
film. So
Hmm.
um I take a lot of time while I don't know, I buy I bought a PC, um and while I was editing, I don't know, like I was the sound designer too, so I was thinking in
Hmm.
sound and
Uh-huh.
image and all the
Wow.
stuff. Yeah, and so it was a lot of time, like almost a year. So
Hmm.
at the end of the post production, um, I had a shot of 45 minutes, and
Hmm.
it's very strange because it's not a short film and it's not a feature film.
Hmm.
So so I don't know. So I read the story, I write the story again, change the script and change of the story. So yeah, it I at the end I had a cut of 29 minutes. And yeah,
Hmm.
it is now a short film. But
Hmm.
yeah, all the process was very hard and for that reason.
It was 1 year you took. The camera is very cinematic. I like that too.
Yeah, the
Very
camera.
nice. Nice. Who was the you were doing camera work as well, or you have a cameraman?
No, I had to like to rent a camera.
Uh-huh.
And that's very and that's what that was very hard too because I rent the camera for a week for 7 days and that's very
Hmm.
expensive and
Right. Yeah.
at the end of the recording or at the end of the day I thought like with all that money maybe I could um I don't know buy a camera, maybe not that camera but
Hmm.
another camera and it could works, but
Right.
that's the kind of things
Right.
you learn while you're working on
Uh-huh.
cinema. Yeah, that's
Right.
yeah, it's a very good camera.
Nice.
It's a very good camera. I
Yeah, absolutely. It's very cinematic.
yeah, I
Nice.
thought in
Mm.
on all the equipment it has to be the best that I can like that I can pay for. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Katie, my dear, I'll let you jump a few questions for
It was a little loud.
for
And I was
Samuel.
Say
so
what?
I had a question for you. So what inspired you to become a director, actor, and become all that? Like what got you into it?
Yes, as a director, I love the cinema. I love the music too. As I said, I present myself as a director and as a musician. I love the music, but the cinema is the most powerful art in my opinion. It's like it's my love. It's like I fell in love with cinema since I was a kid, and because of video games, many people don't think about the video games, and I think video games are a very important part of cinema. But okay, that's another conversation. But yeah,
Interesting.
I fell in love with cinema, and as a musician, I as a filmmaker and as a musician too. As I said, I always when I was writing or making some music, I was thinking in pictures, and I was thinking in yeah, and on a scene, and it's like very difficult to me to apart or disassociate,
Separate.
yeah, separate these two things. So I thought, okay, this is my music. It's very powerful. It's very the meaning is so powerful for me. So I don't know
Mhm.
if other person, another director or another actor is capable to, I don't know, feel what I want
Them
to
still, right?
to tell with my music and my story. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna be the director. And when I was searching an actor, I found that nobody uh, was, I don't know, able to, as I said, to tell what I want to tell. To yeah. So I thought I'm gonna do it by myself, and I feel the story very much because, as I said, the process itself is was very beautiful to me because it was very difficult. I was like an student and I was working and studying cinema, and it was when I was writing this story, it was on the pandemic, on the
Pandemic, during the pandemic.
yeah, yeah. So I was writing this story, and yeah, all the process. So I was, as I said, I fell in love with my story too, and I said, "Wow, this is my baby, and I have to take care of him." And I took the decision to by doing by myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Katie. Jump in more questions. We have a couple of more questions for Samuel for sure. Go ahead here.
Um, so but you pretty much touched it. How many you said 7 days of the shoot. The camera angles were great. I don't know. You should one
Tell
more.
me Samuel, tell me you mentioned about the storyboards. How long was the pre-production where you start putting everything together? Shall least you do storyboards? Do you do your own storyboard? You hire a storyboard
Yeah,
artist, or just simply I do storyboards, but they are very simple. It's like
yeah,
a circle and two sticks. That's my
yeah.
storyboard, which is as long as you get the point across to your cinematographer, cameraman, is
No,
enough.
no, it's very. It's almost the same. I'm very
Hmm.
bad as drawing. I'm very bad. So I almost prefer to show some shots from another pictures or another films because
That's the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Absolutely,
I'm
no
very bad
problem.
drawing. But it's very difficult because sometimes you want to make something different and you are trying to search
Uh-huh.
another film. And so yeah, you have to to learn how to draw. But yes,
Hmm.
it was very
Correct.
difficult too because I had another director, a co-director, and
Hmm.
I have to tell him how I want all the shoots. So yeah, I had to be very specific and
Hmm.
give him all the instructions. Okay, is
Hmm.
Andres here right now?
Yeah, he's here. Let's wait to see. We might have 8 minutes with him. That's what we have left. So let's try Andres. Andres.
Hi.
Hey, Andres, show
Turn on your
yourself.
camera, Andres. Prenda la cámara,
Yes.
Andres.
Sorry. I had a little problem with the internet, but now I'm here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man. We all have problems with internet.
What?
How long was the pre-production then, Samuel? For how long do you do the pre-production, get the shot list, the camera, the look that you wanted from the film? How long was that?
How long time we took on pre-production on this? Like 5 months, something like that.
Pre-production was like
Very
yes,
good.
it was like 5 months, 5 long months,
Nice.
Yeah,
because
of course.
Hmm.
we had a really long script. Samuel made a great script,
Uh-huh.
but we had to shorten a little the shoot, because at the beginning he had like we had a storyboard that had like 1,000 shots, so it was a little complicated to do that.
Not 1,100, like do you imagine a thousand of script? Yeah, it was like 50, like no, 1,000, no, it was 100, no, it was like 60 pages on my script. Yeah, like
Hmm.
a feature
Oh,
film.
60. Yeah, correct. Wow. No, but the 5 months is decent for what I've seen in the film. You can tell, I'm a filmmaker, not as good as you guys, but I can tell that there's a preparation in your film. That's obvious, because when somebody prepare a film and who doesn't prepare a film. You can see it. That's so when you start
Yeah.
learning this filmmaking. So yeah, you definitely can see it. And Andres, how do you help to direct to his vision, right? Because I mean, you become into that vision, but it was Samuel's vision practically, right? How was that networking between both of you?
I think, well, thank you for your question. I think it was a little hard because um when you have to help another person to do their vision, what you said, you have to become almost they. So it
Mm-hmm.
was a little hard, but I think with communication it was really important,
Mm-hmm.
and Samuel was very helpful with telling me every detail that he wanted to put into the story. He was very
Mm-hmm.
helpful, like communicating to me, and I think that at the end, the key to that was the communication. It was a really
Mm-hmm.
long process. Before the 5 months of preparation, we also had like meetings that we talk about the story. We were thinking about ways to improve the story, ways to tell that story
Mm-hmm.
with references, movies. We also share a lot of references. Isn't that right, Samuel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and we became friends in the process. We know each other, but we became friends because yeah, we was
Mm-hmm.
sharing a lot of moments and a lot of time together while we were yeah making the pre-production and all that stuff. So yeah.
Right. Say, Samuel, how different is Fabian, your character, in Perdida than you? Or
Uh,
what do you think? Is related? Is far away from you as a person? Tell
yeah,
us a
that
little bit about that.
that that's very funny because when I was with the other actress, the main actress, Sarah,
Sarah,
uh,
correct.
yeah, we were like, yeah, reading the script and all that stuff, and in one moment she just stopped and looked at me and she said like, that's you, right? That's literally you, because yeah, it talks like you and yeah, and he acts like you, and I said yes, it's me, but not 100%, but yes, it's like
Uh-huh.
I thought as a director, I thought in what could happen if I was in that situation, if I lost my mother when I was a kid, if I'm a musician that is not able to find him in this world and all that stuff. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna put myself in that situation and I'm gonna react as Samuel in the real life could react and all that stuff. I know
Hmm.
it's kind of tricky because yeah, all that kind of things that happens to you in the beginning and when you're a kid could influence what you're gonna be in the future. But that's the exercise I did. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put myself
Mhm.
in that situation. Um, I'm not as serious as my character. I'm not as, yeah, because I'm a kind of rude sometimes. If you know the Spanish, you
Mhm.
know that I don't. Uh, I know in English I don't have any example, but in Spanish you can tutear a la gente como
Mhm.
speak to the people.
Right.
Y yo usteo. In Spanish, when you
Mhm.
usteas is like more formal, and so that's the character is like a kind of, yeah. Um,
Mhm.
that's
Right.
the exercise I did. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Hey, Andres, last question for you. What was and then we gotta wrap it up, Katie. For you, what was the challenging moment in making this La Pérdida? What do you think?
Well, I think there were a lot of challenging moments because um, we had a small amount of time to shoot this, but we had a lot of
Mm-hmm.
material to shoot. So we had
Right. Wow.
7 days. It was like non-stop filming. We were like starting from like 5 a.m. in the morning to like I don't know 1 a.m. to in the other day, and then we sleep like
Mm-hmm.
3 hours. And Fabian was like also very exhausted, so we were finding
Mm-hmm.
like little moments to rest. And there is
Mm-hmm.
a small story that is very funny because at the end of the shoot, like the last shot that we recorded, all the crew was like waiting for the cut that I had to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like really late, and I was like sleeping.
Yeah.
I was in a corner like this, and all the people was, why there is not why he's not saying like cut. And I was like, someone like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, he was like in shock, just with the eyes open,
Just
looking at,
tired.
and we already finished the scene and all that stuff, and he doesn't cut, so
Exhausted.
we were like everybody like, yeah,
Yeah,
freeze.
but it was a really rewarding experience because I think we have now a lot of experience because of it. I think that
Mm-hmm.
we are in a better position now to make films and to understand the process,
Mm-hmm.
and that's very like a very very nurturing thing. Like we
Edifying.
are,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
for
So yeah,
sure.
it was really challenging, but I would do it again anytime.
Okay, I don't know if
Mm.
I will do it again
Yeah.
like that in the same way, but yeah, it was very defining as my partner says, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very grateful.
So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Remember that we
I
have a
know.
B
Thank you so much.
we have a B Zoom later, 8 p.m. All right, Europe Central Europe time.
8 p.m.
8
Okay,
p.m. I think it's 4 o'clock in Colombia, right? In New
no,
York
8
too,
p.m. is
Katie.
like 1 p.m. 1 p.m. I think
Yeah.
it's like 7 hours of
1
the
p.m.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, 7 hours difference now. Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
So yeah, join us. So we try to
Yes,
get
please.
the filmmakers networking with the Swedish filmmakers, international filmmakers. So join
Yeah,
us if you
fun.
can. And 10 o'clock, remember, guys, is the awards. So right, live in YouTube. All right.
Woo!
So
Of
login into your
course.
account. Login
Okay,
into your account.
anyone and
Yes.
every person can watch it. It doesn't matter if it's not.
Yes,
Okay,
anybody can watch it. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
exactly. Anybody. Just tell them to log in, to log in into the YouTube so they can chat. All
Ah,
right.
okay,
It's gonna be
okay.
Yeah.
it's gonna be live. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
All right, guys.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys. Thank you
Thank
so
you
Thank you
so
so
much.
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 See you
Yeah, it's a
Samuel,
pleasure.
later.
It's a
Bye.
pleasure
thank
to
you,
meet
guys.
you.
Hey,
Bye
let's
bye.
do let's
Bye.
do we stay there, guys. Let's do a quickie screenshot, very
Oh,
quick. Andres,
Ah, okay, okay.
let's do the best smile. Where's Andres? Wait, I don't see him yet. I think. Hold, we wait for him. Yeah, now. Yes, here we go. Yeah, cool, guys. Thank you.
woo!
Thank you so
All
much.
right,
Bye.
all
Thank you
right.
so much. See you too.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.